Alright, YouTube, I'm going to try this again. I tried a video a second ago, and for some reason my video shut off, and I was still talking. Which happens quite a bit when I'm talking to my wife in the store. I turn around and she's gone, and everybody's looking at me because I'm talking to myself. But anyway, out here at Carlisle Lake, man, it's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous evening. I wanted to make a video tonight. No matter how old you are in life, I think one thing that I've learned, and I'm 55 now, for those that don't know, maybe new to the channel, just subscribing or didn't pay attention in the last videos, I wouldn't blame you. But being 55, one thing I wish I could have learned sooner in life, and it took me a lot of years to learn, and it's something that it's got to click with you. Somewhere along the line, it's got to click, is to not take things personally. Because when you take things personally, then it becomes a story about you and about how this person or this situation or this thing is doing you wrong. And you start taking shit personally. And unfortunately, when you have somebody that's close to you, that you care about and that you love, and you see yourself in them because they're younger than you, not saying that you're better than them, not at all. It's just everybody's, in my opinion, spiritual, psychological, emotional growth is different. It doesn't matter who we are. There could be a 20-year-old that's a lot more mature and evolved spiritually and psychologically and emotionally than I am. It's just we're all on our own path. We all perceive this world differently. But when you think everything is directed towards you, you start taking it personally, man. It can eat you up, and you carry that shit with you. And the sad thing is, in today's world, we don't even have to talk about politically. I'm sure everybody has seen that effect or have had that effect on them, where right now it's so divided, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. You know, when you got somebody that you care about, you love them to death. It could be a family member, an in-law, an outlaw, a blood relative, and you see yourself in them, but you can't really explain it. You can't try to teach it to somebody. It's something that's just got to click with that person. But you waste so much time, in my 20s and my 30s especially, just being angry, taking everything personal. And then after working at a prison for 25 years and finding the growth path that I did, which was through learning and psychotherapy and books and just pointing that accusatory finger back at myself, instead every time there's an issue, I'm pointing it at somebody else, because I used to be that person. It was always somebody else's fault. I bring my anger issues from the prison, from getting talked to any kind of way, being called every name in the book, and getting human bodily fluids thrown at you, and seeing things that you wish you'd never seen and you wouldn't wish on your worst enemies. It builds on you, and it's not just the prison job. It can build on you no matter what job you're at, man. It really can. But when you see that in somebody else, but you can't tell them that, because it's almost like you're saying, I'm better than you. No, that doesn't mean that, man. And you can't, and I don't want to sit here and say, I'm more evolved than a certain person or other people. I'm not. I'm just me. I am who I am. I'm easy to get along with. I love everybody. That doesn't mean I have to like everybody. And another thing, that doesn't mean everybody's got to like me. Going along with that is being a people pleaser. And when you stop taking things personally, stop being a people pleaser, then you can live your life, in my opinion, at least for me personally, the way it needs to be led, and to where we're living life. To me, life is about living. It's not thinking about what the future holds. Oh, I'm going to be better when I get this job. I can do this when I get this amount of money. I can do this when I get this new truck. I get this new body. I get this whatever. Live your life now. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. And on that topic, life can flip for you pretty quick. It can flip for you on a dime. And I won't make this too detailed for personal reasons. But, it's like when you got somebody that you grew up with right down the block. You hung out. You went playing in the creek together. You played stompers together. You rode down to the river and went fishing, went swimming, yada, 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 all that stuff. and you still have a close bond with, and they're related to you cousin-wise by marriage, basically. And then you carpool with them through high school. You carpool with them at local college because you both go to community college. So you share a lot together, you know, and you got a lot of laughs. And you hadn't seen them for, I think it's been 5 years since a mutual cousins of ours funeral. May you rest in peace. Love you to death. But then Saturday, you walk into the Casey's, because I love Casey's sweet tea. And you're paying, and it's a beautiful day out, and you're enjoying it. You're with your family. You're just filling yourself with gratitude, because that's why I made my last video about it, making sure I'm following on that gratitude roll, realizing that other people got it a lot worse than I got it. You'll see that person that you grew up with, young son, death card. And it hit me like a punch in the gut. Absolute punch in the gut. Did I know the young man? No. Had I met him? I believe I did. But having children myself, which I've been over on this channel, but just feeling that pain and emotion, because that person, that young man was so young. And it tears you up. But it also makes you realize, hey, we only got one shot. We only got one shot right now. Again, same thing I said last video. We don't know what the afterlife holds. Nobody really does. And then again tonight, you know, I need to get out for a ride. Got some things going on. Get some fresh air. Going to the gas station where my son works, and his boss, who's just the sweetest lady imaginable. I've known her for 20-something years. There's a sympathy card up there, and I asked the lady working, well, what's this for? My son Max didn't say anything. Well, the boss's husband had passed away. Another kick in the gut, man. You absolutely never know. So living for the now and living for the moment is just so important. And you don't want to end relationships or snuff out relationships. But also, you can't just be ran over. You can't just be a people pleaser. If you yourself are a people pleaser, you're not going to be happy, man. You're going to be a doormat for a lot of people. I was that way for a long time. Well, I want this person to like me. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. Could be wrong with them. I don't know. I'm just a lot of stuff going on, and that really, what I told you about, hit me upside the head. But don't take things personal. Don't try to be a people pleaser. Be respectful, as respectful as you can, but you don't have to take bullshit. Just walk away from bullshit. That's all you got to do. And enjoy your life. Remember, gratitude is so important to get you in that right mindset, to be appreciative of what you got going good in your life, because somebody always has it worse. Well, I appreciate y'all listening to me. I hope you have a good night. I'll give you one more little shot around the main boat harbor here. All right, guys. See you later.